Hello, it's me, and I'm really excited to bring another unboxing. This is a large one. It's another special delivery from Raphael. I usually buy a whole lot of his products because I'm a huge fan of his work. Just the care that he puts into his craftsmanship is, well, something of a collector's dream. So let's see what wonderful things he has in store for his most recent projects here. Okay, so another nice note. Merci beaucoup, Jean. Thank you very much. Okay, well, no, thank you. It's easy for me to buy it. It's hard for you to design it. Okay, so let's go through them one by one. There may be a specific order that I would like to do, so let me start bringing some of these puzzles out. Oh, this is a big one. I'm just going to put this here. Whoa. A smaller one over here. And another big one over here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and another one over here too. Don't remember that. And got some fabric, which is always fantastic. Oh, and stickers. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna get the box out of the way. It served its purpose. Right, Evan?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a couple things wrapped. I'm gonna start from the smallest and work to the biggest. So what do we have here? It's a cube-like structure, I think. I'm going to very carefully peel my way through. We'll start from the simple and, like I say, work my way up. Okay, I see what that is, but let me see if this one is one that I want to do first. Because if it's what I think it is, there is a certain order that I would like to maintain when revealing these things. Oh, okay. Well, let's do this one first. Okay. So this handsome-looking devil is called the Crystallite. So it's got a neat little pattern to it. You got some centers and some edges. So what is the Crystallite? So the Crystallite. Let's see how this moves. Okay. It's really something that I'm very happy with. Is just how good the quality of it. At first you look at it, it looks like it might be kind of stiff, but the movement is really good. So I'm seeing almost, as I look through here, almost like a raptor look to it. You can sort of see a down, down, up, up. So in many ways it's kind of like the Rex type motif, but with a lot of other noise to it, a lot of other pieces here, and many layers. So let's go ahead and get this back. So part of the fun is designing algorithms for this. So the movement is what I would expect, and it's the best kind of printing, SLS printing. Let's see, what other movements do we have? So we've got movement here, 2, 3, 4. So we've got these 4 motions over here. And I'm told that this is part of a series, like a Ripple Cube, a Ripple series. So I think this is very much like a Raptor Cube. So let's see if there's any other types of movements that I can do. So no jumbling, no shape-shifting. But this is a fascinating puzzle. So as I'm scrambling pieces here, I can see sort of like a mid-Raptor-esque version of it over here. So I'm going to really analyze this a little bit more. Okay, next we have another small cube-like structure. And what are you? Well, you are... So this is the Raptor Cube, and this moves like this. Really good, smooth moving. And then we have a shallow cut over here. So in many ways, this is a lot like this guy over here, the Rex Cube. So I can see a lot of similarities. Let's line this up, look at the color scheme. We've got green here, orange, blue, white, and yellow. Actually, let me point this down so we're getting it all. So what's the basic difference? Well, you can see the similarities here. You can see that the solve strategy may be very similar. With the down, down, up, up, down, up. up, so still going to kind of break this in, but yet we have these superficial moves over here, and that can also participate in the solve. It's almost like a cross cube, where I have what you'd call, I guess, a baby face, where I have a superficial cut over here. So these edge pieces are now split into 3 pieces. So what exactly is this in terms of a broader look? Well, when I think of the Rex cube, and I guess I think of this, is I look at this as a shape modification of another kind of a puzzle. What is the face-turning equivalent to this is a face-turning octahedron. So I look at this as really equivalent to a face-turning octahedron. All the pieces are equivalent. If I turn this like so, and I turn this like so, we can see that there's equivalencies of pieces. So this piece here is equivalent to this piece here, and this corner is equivalent to this center. This edge is equivalent to this edge. This is equivalent to here, so we can sort of go, well, actually, I got lost. So this is equivalent to here, this is equivalent to here, this is equivalent to here, this here, and this here, and then back to this here. So basically, when you take a face-turning platonic solid, in this case an octahedron, you end up with the Rex cube here. So too, this would, I guess, be very similar to that. If I were to look at the equivalent pieces, this would be equivalent to this piece over here. And then you've got these edges. Now this edge is split into 3 pieces. That's equivalent to this. So imagine a face-turning octahedron where this is split into 3 pieces. I guess it's like if this were pulled up and I'd have another face, like a cross cube face on this. So this is like a cross rhombic, a cross face-turning octahedron. Let me see if I can make this make sense again. So this is equivalent to this piece. This edge is split. And when you turn it, like so, it leaves this behind. So it's like this is split, and when it turns, it takes these pieces with it. So that's pretty cool. So it's like a cross face-turning octahedron ripple cube. So it's going to be a lot of fun figuring out algorithms to that. So a very interesting addition to that. So this is sort of equivalent to this, but with split edges over here, which is equivalent to a face-turning octahedron. Okay, so let's keep moving on and see what else we have here. Let's very carefully take this out. And see what happens when you take it up a notch. A few notches, actually. Okay, we got this, but I think I may want to open this one first. Carefully do this. Oh, no. Yeah, oops, we'll do this one. Okay. So look at this handsome guy over here. Now this is a very, very complex looking version of what appears to be a lot like this. This is the Rex dodecahedron, also called the Boaha, I think. Probably pronouncing that wrong. I see a little sticker here. Does that belong somewhere? Did something fall off? No. Okay. So what exactly is this? Okay, so a ripple dodecahedron. Let's see how this turns. So we can see this turns quite well over here. And so too we have, because it's a ripple puzzle, we turn over here too. So these faces turn and these faces turn, just like this face turns over here. Now just like the Rex cube was the equivalent to a cubic version of a face-turning dodecahedron, a face-turning octahedron rather. This is equivalent to a face-turning icosahedron, specifically this Radiolarian. It's actually the Radiolarian 2, but the mass-produced version is just called the Radiolarian. So if you can imagine, and we're going to get back to this in a second, if I turn this, now the similarities here is they both of these platonic solids have triangular faces. Just this one is with a 20-sided puzzle and this is with an 8-sided puzzle. But you can see they both have, maybe easier to see like this, edges here, and then you've got these centers here, then you got the corners here. This is split a little bit down here, but it's really the same kind of thing here, where this is equivalent to this, and you can see this corner is equivalent to this, and just like you have this split into two other pieces here, you got the split into two other pieces here as well. This is equivalent to this, this, and this. So too, it's really exactly the same kind of a solve experience and the same kind of solve strategy. It's just interesting, the convergent evolution here, that when you take a cube version of a triangular faced platonic solid, an octahedron, you have these little petal looks. If you take a dodecahedral version of this face-turning platonic solid, it also has a similar kind of a petal look. So how does this compare? Well, it looks almost exactly the same. This looks pretty amazing. Basically, this here is equivalent, losing a perspective here, but this piece here is equivalent to this. And this is the corner. I have these two pieces here which are equivalent to this, but notice this edge is split into a lot more pieces. This is split into two pieces here, so I've got this extra piece like that. But what about the edge? So here's the edge over here, and this edge is split into 1, 2, 3 pieces, I think, or maybe it's even 4 pieces. Well, if this whole thing, you know what, this whole thing is the edge. So it's split into 1, 2, 3, 4, is it 5? So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like it's split into 5 pieces if this whole thing is the edge over here. So it's got the maximum number of splits. So what it did is it took this dodecahedral version, version of a face-turning icosahedron and basically put all the pieces that you can possibly get out of it. So it's kind of like the same thing with this. If I were to take this piece and put a cross cube, put pieces above this that can be turned independently. So this is like a cross-rex dodecahedron. Moving like that. So it's a very similar kind of a structure to what we have with this puzzle over here, just a dodecahedral version. So this is to this as this is to this. So we'll see what kind of a solve experience. Now this is among the longest solve experiences that I have, so this is going to be a lot of fun getting through. And then finally, this puzzle over here. So let's see what we got here. All right, so we're going to unpack this beast. And we see if I can get through it. Okay, so I've saved the biggest beast for the last, and I believe that this is a royal icosahedron. Now I have this version over here. So this turns, I still have to kind of work the kinks out a little bit. This is the next level down icosahedron. This is the next level up, which is just an insane number of pieces. So let's see how this turns. Okay, so this turns like so. All right, so these are all the layers. So this is the next layer up of a royal icosahedron, which is just, like I say, an insane number of pieces. But it looks like it's more like... Anyway, so this one I'm going to really be looking closely at. I don't think any of these turn, but all of these center pieces turn over here. All right, so there's where things stand in terms of the collection. And you may ask, why would I buy puzzles so similar in terms of the solve strategy with just a little bit of a difference? And I've got two answers for that. Number one, Raphael. I'm a huge fan of his work. He's one of the best 3D designers and creators that I've ever seen. And number two, because it enhances the solve strategies and the challenges of the puzzles that I already have. So just to put them all together, the ones that I recently got, so all part of the Ripple series. Anyway, Raphael, thanks for your expertise. I'll have a lot of fun figuring these out, and thanks for watching.